everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Um, we are here with D. Smith, and D is going to talk to us a little bit about what he does and why his work is meaningful and just the impact that he'd like to bring to the world to make it a better place. So D, welcome and thank you first and foremost. I want to just kind of start talking to you today with just a brief introduction of who you are and what you offer the community.
I mean, that's a great question. Because I'm always used to asking those questions when it turns back around. So yeah, D. Smith. I'm a social worker, and I work for the VA hospital. So I have my master's, I have my substance abuse license, and I have a certificate in trauma. So I work with veterans that have substance abuse issues and mental health issues, whether that's PTSD, anxiety, bipolar.
Mhm.
Yeah, and love working with veterans. Yeah.
Awesome. So what kind of drew you into just doing that line of work, working with veterans and the whole PTSD and getting in that field? Because that's heavy work. That is very
Right.
heavy work.
Is weird. So I was in the Navy for 8 years, right? So I got out of the Navy and looking for services. Something was going on with me, right? And trying to connect with a doctor without life insurance. I mean, not life insurance, without health insurance is hard as hell.
Mm.
So without health insurance and being a veteran, I could not see a doctor for anything,
Oh wow.
right? And they could not connect me, or they didn't have knowledge about the VA hospital. I could have easily, if say a social worker or a staff member would have easily said, "Oh, you can go to the VA for help." It would have been easily done. But I went on for, I'm gonna say, a few years without not getting your physical or anything like that.
Hmm.
So that's why I wanted to work with veterans to make sure veterans have the connections they need, specifically in the African American community. They know about the VA. So I just want to
Yeah.
make sure veterans know about the VA and how to connect to services at the VA hospital.
That is, it's fantastic, right?
Right.
And it's one thing to just have resources, but your story is unique because you said, I was that. I was in a place and I needed help. I needed resources. I needed somewhere to go. And it took years for you to just kind of get what you need. And you said, no, 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 the
Right.
buck
Right.
stops here.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, I want to be that connection. I
Right.
want to make sure that if you cross my path as a veteran, that I can help you, that I can support you, that I can just kind of lend you to, where you are looking to be and make sure that I educate you as best as I can, with where you are. So great work. I mean, great work.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Um, and so when you have a YouTube platform and you're generating subscribers, but what do you hope that they gain from connecting with
Man, what for me initially was just about get on YouTube and make some money, right?
you?
Get on
Okay.
YouTube and make some money. But then I was doing these videos and all these social issues started coming out. For example, at the Corona, right? That's a real big one. Just a platform where we can have a discussion without arguing. So I truly believe we can talk. We don't have to disagree, but we can have a discussion and learn from one another.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel there is no right and wrong answer as long as you get the education. And I'm
Yes,
big
sir.
on I'm big on the education part. Get your education so you can make a formal decision.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And what I also hear you saying is just it's so you can find, more readily your version of truth, right?
Right,
But do it from a space where I'm aware. I understand. There's something that's backing this decision up. It's just not pulled out of thin air. I've
right,
educated myself. I've gained the knowledge. This is what I've, got to offer based on the information that I have.
right.
So
Exactly,
that's very, very powerful. Very powerful.
exactly.
Um, and when you are generating your subscribers and you're doing your YouTube, how does that connect to what you're doing with the VA?
Well, right now it doesn't connect because the videos I'm putting out right now are more geared toward uh hip hop and current events. But once I get more subscribers, get the people I want to get them in first, then I'm gonna slowly direct to the issues that I really care about,
Okay,
and hopefully the people will care about it also.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
the end goal is to start my own practice so I can have people in the community um, get in touch with me.
Awesome.
That's the goal. Yeah.
And I guess that leads me into just another question that came up for me is, how are you planning to use your advocacy in the community, right, to continue to offer education and support to those that come in contact with
That's a good question. I think for me right now, it's going to be about connections,
you? Okay.
connecting with people in the community that's already doing the work. And hopefully I can use their platform or they can use my platform for that part to get their word out, get their message out. So yeah, connecting with people. Yeah.
And connections are huge, right? I mean,
Right.
I love when I hear it, and it's really, just a matter of you never know who you meet and where you'll be when you meet them on this journey. And so if you get out and as I just said, just get out the way, just lend yourself, make yourself open. You will be amazed in like the best way, the best way. So I love that. And you and I have talked before, as I said, I've already got some powerful spaces to invite you to just to get those kinds of connections because I think the work you're doing is necessary. I
Hmm.
think that it is, powerful, but I also think that it could be life changing,
Right.
especially when you talk about our veterans, those that have dedicated themselves to our country, right? To us being who we are. So it's just way to go for getting in there and just saying, here's my hand, take it, let's go. I
Right.
love that. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you
Right.
so much.
Right. And I think it's like sometimes in our community when you starting a business or when you're just trying to help people out, a lot of people don't want to give that information out. They want to hold on to it like it's theirs to give. I mean, theirs to hold on to when the
Yeah.
information is for everybody, so everybody can live a happy life, man. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And see, and as we even talk here, like so much is coming up for me. I read this book by Bob Berg. It's called The Go Giver, right? And
Uh-huh.
the premise behind this book is the space you give from. It is what I give to you, when we share conversation, when we share connection, it's for you. I'm not looking for anything in return. It's
Right.
it's the least that I have to offer you, right? I'm mentioning that because I think if more folks live, with that mindset of how can I help? I am here to serve. You don't owe me anything. Let me just give. And for you, it's important that, just to receive it. The
Exactly.
simple gestures just to receive. You don't have to give anything back, just here, right? And so I just again I thank you. I think that it's a very, very important concept to not only, you know, learn, but to start to live by, just giving, sharing, and let that be, the core of what you do and who you are.
Right. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah. Um, so we're looking to wrap up. But just one takeaway from our talk today. What do you have for me?
One takeaway is that very first question you asked about discussing a little bit about yourself. And thinking about this question earlier, I'm like, I was talking to Khan about this,
Mm.
and we was having don't downplay yourself, right? Don't downplay yourself. You have a lot of things to be happy for. You accomplish a lot. And somebody else told me that before also a few years ago. Dude, brag about yourself a little bit. Cause we told to be humble. Like I am a humble person, but you can always big up yourself, especially when you're trying to go for different jobs and make make more money and that type of stuff. But it's all right to be happy about your accomplishments.
Absolutely.
Be proud of it. Yeah.
Own them, wear them. You earned it.
Yeah, exactly.
You earned it. Yes. Yes.
Exactly, man. So yeah,
And
that's
that's huge. That's huge because you're so right. We're so out of condition, if you will, to just, oh no, it's no big deal. It's just this little thing. It's like, absolutely not. Especially, those of us that really get into doing the work, and we go and we get all this education, and we go and we gain all this experience to help support us in what we're doing. And then we get put on the platform to share it, and then we treat it like it's an appetizer instead of the main course. Like, no, you better throw it out there.
right,
Yes.
man, right. 'Cause you can imagine going to school for however long, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. During that time period, you have the ups and downs of raising a family, taking care of the kids, bills need to be paid, all this type of stuff, and that's a lot. That is a lot, and to make it through all that and still growing, still getting that education is, yeah, be proud of yourself of that. Pat yourself on the back. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, that's what I took out that question, man. That was a very good question.
I love it. I love it. And I sincerely, thank you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for the service and just what you have to offer. You're going to do great things. I just say, no matter what, keep at it, refine it, make it fit you, and it will pay tenfold. It
Right.
will pay you back tenfold. You're doing great things. Keep
Right.
up
And
the good work.
I need to hear that too. You know what I mean? You need to hear
Yeah,
those words. So yeah, I
absolutely.
appreciate you.
Yeah, same here, same here. And again, we'll stay connected and look for from me just the invitation to these networking groups that I'm a part of. Most of them are weekly, but if you can't join every week, it's no commitment. It's just, when you can, we would love to have you and just come on and share with everybody about what you do and your why, because it's very powerful.
Okay, I appreciate that. Facts. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right, D, this was fun. Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you again, okay?
Okay, bye bye.
Okay.